Hey guys, Lyric Donnell here with Autumn Magazine. Today we're with Khandle. She's going to talk about her passions and her ministry work. So Khandle, describe yourself in 3 words.
3 words? That's a good question. I would say free and thankful and joyful.
What is one thing you wish others knew about you that they don't?
One thing I wish other people knew about me is I think a lot of the friends that I have in different places, and even though I don't contact them or reach out to them as much as I would like to, I often think about them and I remember them and I love them and I miss them a lot, probably all the time.
So I understand you're a senior coordinator at ASU. What type of events do you coordinate?
Well, the department I work in, we won a grant with USAID to better engineering education in Vietnam. So I organize different programs and projects in Vietnam or bringing Vietnamese professors here to ASU to learn how we do engineering education so they can take it back to their country and implement everything we're doing here over there. So it's fun because I get to travel back and forth and make new friends in other countries. I enjoy it.
Yeah. Why is missionary work important to you? Or as a whole, why is it important?
Missionary work. I feel like missionary work is important because it gives us a chance to give back, and it's something that God has called us to do anyway, to go out into all the world. So for me, missionary work could be going outside of the country or staying right here and going next door to your neighbor's house and just reaching out and helping them in whatever way that you know they need help, and obviously sharing your faith, whether that's speaking to them, telling them about God and who He is, or just helping them with something you know that they need help with or you know that they would really appreciate.
So you have experience with missionary work. What types have you done, or what examples can you give us?
I've done lots of missionary work. The first mission trip, like official trip I went on, was when I was still in high school. We went to New Mexico and worked on one of the Indian reservations, and we kind of helped to rebuild it. We were painting, we were cleaning, we were putting on camps for the kids. It was just a lot of fun, and since then I've worked at orphanages in Mexico. We built camps and built houses in Mexico. When I was in the Dominican Republic, we put on more children's camps and work with the women who were there doing like entrepreneurial kind of things, teaching them how to support their families themselves. So I've done a little bit of everything and I enjoy it all.
Our theme for the month is compassion. Can you describe something you have learned from helping others?
Something that I'm learning even now as I work with the youth in the community and the church where I'm at right now is that when you help others, they are so grateful and they give you back a lot more than what you're giving into them. So if I take out time to go hang out with a teenager, they are so grateful and it fills me up with youth and with joy, and I feel like I get more out of hanging out with them than they probably get me hanging out with them. So for me, it's just you get what you give, but you get so much more.
That's beautiful, honestly. If you could share one thing with someone who is interested in a job that requires helping people, what would it be?
I would say find something that you are passionate about. So if you're passionate about helping the elderly, then find something that can let you work with the elderly. If you're like, I don't want to be bothered with kids, it's too much work, then don't work with the kids, you know, because they'll drive you crazy.
Exactly.
Do what you love, and also go where you're called and where you feel that you're needed. Like, even if you're like, no, I will never work with kids, but someone invited you to do it, go do it once and see what it's like. I mean, you don't have to continue going.
So give it a chance.
Give it a chance, absolutely. But do what you're passionate about. Follow your heart is what I would say.
Okay. How do you promote positive change in the world?
How do I personally promote positive
Yeah.
change? I like to think I'm making a difference with my job. I love going to Vietnam, and I love seeing the changes that we're implementing in the university classrooms and in the
Yeah.
high school classrooms actually happening. And I like to see the people graduate and get better jobs because of the programs that we're putting on. So I feel like that's one way I'm contributing. And also just here in the local community, I like spending time with the kids in the youth group, as I was saying, and seeing them make positive decisions. And one thing that really brings me joy is when I see a child that I've been working with over the years grow up, finish high school, go to college, get married, have kids. I've been doing this for a while.
Yeah.
So it's great seeing those kids make positive life decisions and then come back and start serving again where I started serving. So that's what makes me happy too.
So you can see them kind of go for a full circle. in a way?
Exactly. I get to see the full circle.
That's
Right
awesome.
now, one of the girls that I worked with when she was a sophomore in high school, she's actually leading the junior high ministry at our church right now. And so I get to serve up under her. And for me,
That must feel amazing.
that's what it's all about, you know? Like, I trained her so she could take my place. And now she is. I'm like, okay, I can sit back and
Yeah.
relax now. Like, my job
her
is
do all the
done.
work.
Exactly. For real, though.
Yeah, exactly. Do you have a favorite scripture or quote you live by that you want to share with us?
I do. One of my favorite scriptures is in Hebrews. It's Hebrews 11:1. It's now faith is being sure of what you hope for and certain of what you don't see. Just because the things that we can't see, they are real. God is real. The future that you see for yourself and you want for yourself, it's real. You just have to have faith that God's going to make it happen and you're going to make it happen, so keep working for it. So that's something that I live by. It's one of my mottos that I try to teach to all the kids that I work with, and I try to keep going in my job too. So I'm like, gotta have faith, gotta keep going, have faith, but like, I feel like people often think that faith is just like hope or wishing, but for me it's like, no, real, like this is going to happen, have faith. So that's one thing that I live by.
That's powerful.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Khandle, for your time. I really appreciate you opening up and letting Autumn Magazine and everyone see this side of you.
No problem. Thank you for having me. I really enjoyed this conversation.